Okay, that music is just annoying. Let's get that turned off and get this thing started, guys. Let's do the countdown. Hello, y'all. Great to see everybody here. Let's go ahead and turn on the camera. Welcome everybody in. Wow, we have a nice crowd watching. What are y'all doing? Get back to work. No, I'm kidding you. Great to have everybody here. Great to see everybody showing up on this fantastic Monday afternoon. Boy, being Monday afternoon, middle of a work day for you watchers here in the U.S., I highly expected to have a very small viewer count. But instead, this is like the biggest viewer count we've had right off the top and climbing like crazy. So great to see everybody. We'll head through some of the comments here in just a couple minutes. In the meantime, get some questions in the chat now for our Q&A here in a few minutes. And we'll get to those. Let's see here. We'll get to those here shortly. But yeah, great to see everybody popping in. Looks like we got Jacob, our good friend Jacob, a great friend of World Radio League. Good to see you, my friend. Pepe, great to see you, Pepe. Pepe is from Switzerland. I think it's evening for him at this point. So great to see him. We got Rick in Florida, KQ4Y. Good to see you, Rick. I don't know who's running the ham radio prep comments right now, but I believe it could be Ryan, maybe. I'm not sure exactly who's behind the keyboard there, but whoever from the team who's in here, great to see you. Gary, good to see Gary in the chat. Ambassador Earl, good to see you. Jose, I'm gonna pronounce your name wrong. Gustas? I'm going to pronounce that wrong. I'm sorry, but good to see you. Very good to see you. Mike here, N8TLS. Levi, K8KAZ. Great to see everybody. Bill from Maine. Good to see you. Rodney, another great friend of World Radio League. Rodney AE5TX. Used to be KJ5FWC. Some of you might remember him by that call, but he's currently AE5TX. Good to see you, Rodney. Then we've also got, I'm not even going to try this one because I really know I'm going to pronounce this one wrong. I'm sorry, but great to see you. My poor American vocabulary does not perform well with some names, and I apologize for that. But once again, Pepe from Switzerland. Yeah, it's evening there for him. So good evening, Pepe. Brandon, KQ4PMD. He's been along for the ride for a while now, I believe. Dave, KE6GAE, the Hillbilly Ham. Great to see you, Dave. I didn't expect you to see you in the comments on this one. I figured you'd be busy at work, but great to see you. All right. Good after evening at noon all. Yes, that is that's a Vince quote. Vince Dion, VE6LK. Look him up, Ham Radio Workbench Podcast. Guys, we have 70 watchers at 69 now, but we're breaking records here like crazy. Great to see everybody. If you put a question in the chat and I have not put your comment up on screen yet, I'm saving the comments, the questions back. We'll get to those here in just a few minutes. Aha. All right, Dave. Dave's going to be helping us kind of behind the scenes with a little bit of some cat control stuff. So thank you, Dave. So let's see here. see what else we've got. Any news on the mythical Kenwood 750? Haven't heard anything myself, but feel free, all you in the comments, to start hammering back. From Argentina, LU6YTE. Good afternoon. Great to see you. We actually have a team member from Argentina. I don't know if Catalina's watching, but Catalina, if you're watching, looks like you have a neighbor in the chat. So great to see you. Traveling Ham, howdy, howdy. Great to see you. Thomas Hurd from Alabama, I believe. Yeah, from Alabama. Great to see you, Thomas. Sean from Colorado, good to see you. Adventures in Blind Videography, hello, hello. Usually, I don't believe you're able to join our comment section, but great to see you this time. See who else we got. She's on frequency. Elmarie, good to see you. Good to see you. Leslie Brownlee, good to see you, Leslie. Welcome, welcome. Dave, do tell. Please do tell. If you don't want to share it in the comment section, just ping me on Discord right now, and if it's shareable, I'll share it during the live stream. But yeah, ping me on Discord, Dave. I do want to hear this. Howdy. Howdy. All right. So let's see here. Rob, I see your comment here. So yeah, we were actually working on that this afternoon. It looks to be we're double checking on our end. We're just collecting all the information from your N0APX connection. So whatever N0APX is getting, that's what we're getting. We're not doing any further calculation. So you might want to check your N0APX call sign lookup. But we're double checking just to make sure there's no issues on our end. But yeah, as far as we can tell, it's in the call sign lookup on the N0APX side if you're using that to stream into World Radio League. So yes. Listen to Dave. Hit the like button. As we get started here. Good evening, Charlie, or afternoon, I should say. K0LAF. Yes, I don't know if this is Ryan or Catalina behind the ham radio prep keyboard. Please introduce yourself. I'll give you a shout out in the stream. But whichever one of you is behind the keyboard, let us know, and we'll give you a shout out here on the ham radio prep keyboard today. Our triplet. Good afternoon, Edwin from Connecticut. Good to see you, Edwin. We're just working our way through the comments. We'll get to answering some questions here shortly. I'm skipping over a lot here in the comments, a lot of chit chat, but trying to get and introduce everybody. Carmen from Butler, PA. Good to see you. Good to see you. That's just Joe from Georgia. Hello, hello. Gibson Ryan. Yes. Auto-populate a park. If somebody's on the POTA spotting page and you enter their call sign, it will auto-populate their park in your log, so you don't have to enter that separately. Very, very handy feature. Definitely agree there. Mike, North Carolina, KD4 DRB. Good to see you. Sorry, guys. I just spotted Josh AA4WX on WSJTX. I'm going to try to work him real quick as we go here. But let's see here. Michael Sheeran, Mike from North Carolina. Yeah, that's who we just introduced. Okay, Rob says N0APX is normal. Yeah, we're looking on our end to see if there's any potential issues on our end, and we'll definitely get back to you. Let's see here. There's a lot of you pouring in here, and it's great to see you all. I'm not sure I'm going to get through all these introductions here, but I'm pinging some World Radio League questions, and we're going to get back to those here. I'm starring them, and we'll get back to those. North Carolina, great to see you, Chadwick. Hayes, good to see you. Jerry. There we go. Catalina, LU5EZO on the ham radio prep keyboard. Hello, Catalina. Catalina, just got her ham radio license in Argentina. So it was super exciting. She's been working on that for a very long time. Argentina, I believe, has a little bit of a strenuous system to get your ham radio license. So good on Catalina for sticking with it and getting her license. LU5EZO. Hopefully you'll be on the air soon and we can all work you, Catalina. But glad you were able to join us. Catalina is the brains behind all of those beautiful social media posts y'all have been seeing, and she does a whole lot more behind the scenes that none of y'all probably ever see, but she's very, very good at it. So glad she's able to be here today. Catalina, if you decide you want to hop on stream at any point, just let me know, and I can try to bring you in here if you want to jump on, but it's up to you. Brandon, he's in North Carolina. I believe we've already introduced him. Love the new QRZ export. Yes, absolutely. It's brilliant. I would love to I would love to give you a shout out here, but I could try, but I'm afraid I'll butcher your name horribly with, once again, my poor American articulation. So I'm sorry. I'm not sure I should even attempt this one because I don't want to make you feel bad. But great to see you on stream. Wayne, hello. Everybody giving a shout out to Catalina for getting her license. Let's see here. There we go. That's a World Radio League. I just worked Josh, AA4WX on FT8 over here on the side while I'm talking to y'all. That was a World Radio League question I just found there, so I'll star that. We'll absolutely, Catalina, absolutely. We'll star that and we'll get back to that soon. Matt, hello. And Dave saying congratulations, Catalina. All right, Dave, Dave's want me to check my Discord. Let me check it. Aha. So it looks like Dave's been on behind the scenes looking at some virtual port connections, and he has something working with virtual ports in his testing with our app that's live right now. He doesn't have a beta version or a behind the scenes version. It's the one that's live right now. He's using Win for Yesu. So if y'all have 7-3 Gary, thanks for popping in. If y'all have Win for Yesu, something like that, then Dave's going to be reaching out to me here soon to explain how he's got that set up, and we may have some instructions for y'all very soon on how to use virtual ports, Win for Yesu, that type of thing with your World Radio League Cat Control app. So we've just introduced Flex. So if you have a Flex radio, yes, it's version 1.0.3. So that's fantastic. If you all have a Flex radio, we now support Flex on our Cat Control app. That 1.0.3 just dropped with Flex support. So go check that out. WorldRadioLeague.com. Go to the go when you open your account, just go down to the integrations tab and download the Cat Control app. Then select if you have a Flex 6000 series or 8000 series, you can select the 6XXX option, I believe it is. I'll pull that up here shortly and show y'all. I think that's most of the introductions here. Let's go ahead and start getting into some questions, some Q&A. There's a possibility James will be jumping in and joining us at some point today. He was busy for a while here, but if he has the opportunity, then he may be jumping in to join us in just a little bit. Let's go ahead, open up a couple of questions we have here. First one's from John. Welcome, John. Have a question. How do I configure the Cat Control integration for my Flex 8400? Okay, so you're going to need Smart SDR software. Once you have Smart SDR installed, I'm assuming that you already know how to turn on Cat Control within Smart SDR. If not, let me know. I'm going to walk you through that. But as long as you already have Smart SDR installed, connected to your radio, and cat control turned on. That's all on the Flex Smart SDR software side. Then you move to our software. So let me go ahead and share my screen. So I'll do the first feature demo. This is one of our new features, and so we said we was going to do a little bit of feature demoing today. This is the first one. So what you're going to do is you're going to jump over here. Hold on, let me get this. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, you're going to jump over here. You're going to go up here to Flex. Let's find it here. You're going to grab this option, Flex Radio 6XXX. Then you're going to enter the port that you've set up within the Smart SDR software. Once you've entered that port, just click Start Radio Connection. As long as you got cat control turned on in Smart SDR software, you're good to go. So it's that simple, and it's bi-directional once again. So you dial around in your Flex software, and it changes your, it changes the frequency within your World Radio League software. You dial around in you dial around, or you change the frequency in your World Radio League software, changes it on your Flex. So really handy connection there. I see. If y'all want to work me on FT8, I'm on 20 meters FT8, running FT8 on the side here. I just saw Rob, KB6JFL is trying to work me. So if any of y'all want to work me while I'm on stream here, go right ahead. So great question, John. Thanks for reaching out with that question. If you have any further questions, just let me know. Start a couple more here. There we go. Tim, does it work with ICOM 705? So that was what I showed you, was the Flex connection. It still does. Yes, it absolutely does. IC 705 does typical radio connections. Let me reshare that. There we go. If you grab something like an ICOM IC 705, you'll just select your serial port and your baud rate just like you would with a typical cat control connection. So yeah, if you're doing a Flex, you need to grab that TCP port. If you're doing a typical radio, then you're just gonna do your typical serial port and baud rate. Just worked Rob, KB6JFL. He's in the comments. Thanks for working me, Rob, on FT8. And like I said, I'm calling CQ 20 meter FT8. If you wanna hop in, try to work me. Let me go ahead and pull the screen down. There we go. Okay. Am I the only one old enough to remember when WRL meant World Radio Labs in Council Bluffs, Iowa? I am not familiar with World Radio Labs. May have to look that up. '73 Ambassador Earl. Thanks for hopping in here. Rob, absolutely glad to get you in the logbook. All right. Let's grab a few more questions here. Rhett asks, got a question. Is not N0APX hard for CW? I am off from sick. Trying to understand exactly what the question is there. If you're asking, is CW difficult? Yes and no. If you really apply yourself, it's not that difficult. If you really want to learn it, it's not that difficult. If you start by getting on the air and hunting POTA contacts, it's not that difficult. But otherwise, it can be a little challenging. It can be a little challenging anyway. I would recommend something like joining the Long Island CW Club or something like that. I'm a member of the Long Island CW Club. They have a great system over there for teaching CW, and I would highly recommend them personally. But yeah, I would say yes and no. It can be difficult, but it doesn't have to be. If you're really intentional about it, it doesn't have to be that difficult to learn CW. In fact, we just dropped a brand new CW video, just a quick short video with some tips on getting started in CW and hunting POTA on the World Radio League YouTube channel. So go check that out after you're done watching the stream here. We did just drop that video as a fun video. short video, but just kind of a quick summary of how you can easily get started hunting CW POTA stations. And yeah, absolutely. Thanks for the question, Adam. How can I display my go by name instead of what the FCC shows in World Radio League? Super simple. So whenever you set up your account, just set it up under whatever. Okay, I just got a message from James. If any of you are at your radio, he's calling CQ on 14295. So if any of you are on your radio, go dial over to 14295 while you're watching the stream here. Tell him you're watching the live stream with Andy. I may stop calling CQ on FT8 long enough to go work him. So, in fact, let's just do a live demo here. This is gonna be a little bit. It's gonna be a little bit interesting. So I'm gonna reshare. Adam, I'll get right back to your question. Stick with me. Stick with me. Let me see here. So, sounds good, Rob. Thank you. Ben says Newham, love World Radio League founding member. You're a founding member. Okay, KR4CJJ. Are there plans to add QRZ link like in Ham? We have. Oh, I see. One click to the other person's QRZ page. Let me get back to that one. Michael, love WRL. Hey, Michael, great to see you. Programs like CW can help. Use it for contests. Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I was asking about the call sign with a 0 in it. Hard for sending in CW. Not that terrible. I memorized it, so it's pretty easy. Dot it, a 0. It's a dot it, da 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 da. If you're code talking it, so not that terribly difficult. I mean, it's a 0 call, but I'm in the 0 call area, so I didn't really want anything outside of the 0 call area. Not terrible. Not terrible. I'm so used to it now that it's pretty easy at this point. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Let's see here. Share screen. Let's grab cat control. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. This is going to bidirectionally connect this to not only my World Radio League account, but my radio. So it's already connected to my World Radio League account. I've got the Kenwood TS570D. I'm on this port, USB serial port, and baud rate 9600. Let me just start my radio connection. Takes a second. Perfect. Okay, there we go. BFO A and B are both showing up. Now, let me go ahead and jump over here. Let's see here. If I start dialing my radio, you can see. Here we go. Let me. Oh, something froze. There we go. There we go. Now you can see that it's updating. Oh, I think it's oh, I know what's going on. I have WSJTX connected at the same time. Cancel. We're going to close WSJTX. Now we're going to just, there we go. There we go. If you have WSJTX connected at the same time, it tries to connect the radio to both. So the 0 gives me time to breathe. Yeah, absolutely. KE0 VIM. Nice. All right. So let me go ahead and on my logbook side, I'll go ahead and share my logbook screen here with y'all instead of my cat control screen, so you can see what's going on over here. There we go. So let's go 14.295. I'm going to turn up my volume here. See if I can hear him. Okay. Just pinged him to see if he's still calling. I can't hear him yet. All I have is a die pull up right now, so hopefully I'll be able to pick him up, but not yet. Get to a couple questions while I'm waiting on him to respond. So I pinged him to see if he's still calling. I just play my go by name. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is in your account, go to profile, edit profile. Then you just change your first name, last name right here, right from your profile page. Just that easy. It's you can put whatever you want to in there. So yeah, pretty simple. Thanks for the question, Adam. Hopefully that answers that for you. Next, speaking of auto-populating POTA parks, if the activator is at a twofer or more locations, does WRL include tag all the parks? Okay, so James is now hunting. Let me see. All right. CQ, 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 CQ. This is November 0, Alpha Papa X-Ray. November 0, Alpha Papa X-Ray calling CQ, CQ. November 0, Alpha Papa X-Ray calling CQ. N0 WRL, do you copy? CQ, 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 CQ. From November 0 Alpha Papa X-Ray, November 0 Alpha Papa X-Ray calling CQ on 14295. N0 WRL, do you copy? Okay. All right, he's calling on 14295 again right now, so if anybody wants to try to pick him up, I can't, but go ahead and give it a shot if you want to. All right, so I'm just sending him a message knowing that I let y'all know that he's calling in case. There we go. Okay. All right. So I think if I'm not mistaken, let me just try this. Let me see if there is anybody in here with try spotting tab. Guys, go try to set you up a custom template. All you got to do is click the templates button right here and go open this up, grab view templates, and then you can just edit your own, create a new one, grab one of the existing ones and edit it and save it for your own use. Whatever you want to do, just create you a new template. These are really cool. We've got some really cool ones in here and some really, you can edit these up, turn them into whatever you want to turn them into. They're just really nice. Go create you a custom template. Super neat. Let me grab, let's see here, this one. I'm not sure if there's anybody on here working a twofer. That one's at one park. This one, QRT. Yeah, that one's no comment, QRT. Two parks. This one's two parks. Let me just copy that one. Third park. So it only puts in one of the two parks if you do this like this. I think it copies the first park in automatically, and then the second one, if you want to add the second one, you can. It's up to you. It really doesn't make any difference. Even if it's a park-to-park contact, it doesn't make any difference from POTA's end because they'll just match the contacts on their end and give you credit for whatever they calculate. But it is handy to have it in your logbooks. So I'm going to go back to 14.074 and try some more FT8 here. Whoever just worked James, thank you. He just let me know that you worked him. So I'm going to stop the radio connection here. Go ahead and pull this down. We'll get to the next question here. Well, I'm not going to pull that down. I'm going to leave it up because we probably got more questions coming. So okay, we're gonna stop listening, start listening to the WSGTX. We're gonna fire WSGTX back up. I'm gonna turn down my radio so it's not annoying all of us, and then we're going to see if we can work some more FT8. So enable TX here. Okay. All right. So find me on FT8 14074. I'm Colin. So let's see here. N5TPG. Are you in the chat? N5TPG. Hey, Jason. Good to see you. Good to see you. Can I upload to LOTW? Good question. You cannot currently upload. You can import your contacts from Logbook of the World. We're still working on the other half of the Logbook of the World integration, which is exporting to Logbook of the World. So importing, currently available. Exporting, not available. Let's see here. Todd, we really, really, really appreciate those kind of comments. Bettering Ham Radio every day. I'm gonna screenshot that one and share it with the team because they'll love to see that. These are the kinds of comments that just make our day. Thank you, Todd, for the great word of encouragement there. Here we go. Okay, so then we've got Bug BQ. Is it possible to spot folks we hunt on Poto? Yes, it is. I'll walk through that with you in just a few minutes. Okay, let's get back to our questions we have. Where I'm stacking these questions up, so stay with me. Your questions coming up. So I think the answer to the question is that we tag the first one, and you can add the rest if you want to, up to 7. But currently we don't import all of them automatically. So, all right, and once again, if N5TPG, if you're in the chat, James just sent me the screenshot of the contact you guys made. Great work logging him. And actually, if you logged him in the mobile app, you'll notice a really cool new Easter egg. So if you're able to log James N0WRL in the mobile app, take a look at the really cool Easter egg you get. It's kind of a neat addition for working the CEO. So go take a look at that. All right, next, how do I configure the 7610? So we have the 7610 option in our cat control, but if you're having an issue with the 7610, reach out to me on the World Radio. Somebody reached out to me on the World Radio League community asking for help. Was that you? If that was you, I'll be pinging you in just a little bit later today. But if you're having an issue with the 7610, I think that I'm pretty sure that was you. Yeah, that was you. I'll be sending you a message here in just a little while, and we'll work through it. So, thank you for reminding me about that, putting that back front of mind for me. All right, Traveling Ham has a question. When I export to ADIF for a POTA, it doesn't seem that my part goes into a field that POTA recognizes, like MySig. Is there something I can do differently to make that work? So glad you asked. So there actually is a POTA-specific ADIF export here. So if I go over here and I grab this export option right here, export, and it has a part number and then ADIF. That's when you're going to export this, upload it. Now, you want to make sure your location of your logbook is set correctly, because we have some users that think they have an issue with their ADIF upload. They really just don't have their location set properly. If you don't have your location set properly, or there's like one of the configured settings that you haven't configured, like your call sign, making sure that it's, of course, that automatically applies, but I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. I think there's location that you have to have, there's park number you have to have, and there's think frequency might be the other one. Make sure you have those three items in there, and of course frequency, band, and mode are all kind of go together, but if you have one, it should populate all of them. Just make sure you have those in there. We've had some that have like a missing band or a missing mode, even on one contact. For some reason, the way POTA works, it will throw off your entire upload. It's kind of frustrating, but yeah, just make sure that you have all those in there. And yeah, if you use this export US 10214, of course it'll have your part number here, then it will export the proper format for you. Great question. Great question. Ben, new ham. Great to see you, Ben. Great. Congrats on the license KR4CJJ. But let's add QRZ link like Ham2K Polo does. Takes to the other person's QRZ page. One click. So that's a really cool idea. We currently have our own profile page here set up. So if the user is a World Radio League member, you can just jump straight to their World Radio League page from your contact. One click. But I do see where you're coming from. We'll definitely make a note of this. Let me grab this one right quick and pass that over to the team here. And we'll have a discussion probably surrounding that to see if we can maybe make something happen, or see what the team's feedback is on that. So thanks for the question, Ben. Great question. Having a problem adding a second part. Could you explain? So yes. Now I will admit here we do have something that's a little bit slightly less than intuitive, and that's this blue button here. We were just having a discussion about this morning, and we're going to be working on this soon. So what you need to do, you need to put in your park number. So say it's 11023. Here in they're in Minnesota. You click on it. After you pull it up, you click on the park you want to add. This blue button simply closes the park window. You can open it up, add another park, close the window. But you cannot enter a park number and then hit the button. It does not add it. Now we're going to be making some changes to make that more intuitive, as I said. But currently this blue button has no functionality other than closing the window. So you're going to want to, this operates like a search feature. Enter the park number, search that park you want. 10215 is one that I activate quite a bit. Click that in the drop down. That adds it as a tag here, and then you're good to go. So Wayne, I hope that answers your question. Thanks for posing that question. That's definitely a very good question. Thank you very much. Traveling Ham. Love that when you're hunting, enter activator call World Radio League auto populates the frequency in park. Yes. If you're hunting, it does automatically populate the frequency and park of the other activator. So that's definitely a very cool addition. And also, another thing is if you just want to populate all the details at once, you can just scroll down through the spotting page, double click on a spot, auto populates everything. And if you have cat control connected, that also sets your radio to that frequency. So you can just literally hunt by just double clicking on these or clicking the copy button on them. You just hunt that way, and it'll just send your radio to that frequency, populate your whole log entry, and then log the contact when you're done. So really cool. All right. So thank you, Traveling Ham. We got another one here. Is it possible to spot folks we hunt on POTA via World Radio League? Yes, it is. So we've got this spot them feature. Now that spots straight to the World Radio League spotting page. And actually, you said spot them back to the POTA page or to the World Radio League page, because you can spot them to World Radio League right here. This is my custom template with the spotting button added. If you go over here to the default template, I think it still has a spotting button added. Yeah, spot me, spot them. Also, we've got a POTA auto spot. This automatically spots yourself and you can't really change that. This spots your own station to the POTA page from here. But actually, that's an interesting idea. Let me grab that, and just in case the team would be up for adding spot somebody else to POTA page, I'm gonna throw that in here. It might be a little bit of a difficult flow because some of those spots need to be updated, but instead of just added fresh and new. So let me add this to this to this stream of things I'm sending to the team. Okay. All right. So once again, I'm calling CQ on 20 meter FT8. If you want to work me, feel free to go right ahead. All right. What else do we have here? Okay, so 7-3, Dave. Great to see you. Is N1MM working okay? Previously, the frequency was imported correctly, and not all contacts were actually logged. I hadn't heard that from the Brad or the product team. We haven't had any bad reports. Everything seems to be running fine with N1MM currently. If you run into anything, please submit a bug report and we'll get it taken care of. But as far as I know, it's running just fine. Colorful James, yes. Pepe found the Easter egg. Go check the Easter egg out. Try logging N0APX. Good question. The POTA export is what made me a World Relay user right there. I love that as an activator. Yes, we have a specific export. You know, I used to export my ADIFs whenever I did a POTA activation. You had to pull up ADIF Master if you're on Windows and do all this tweaking and changing and make sure it's all updated and correct. Now, all you got to do is one click. You download your ADIF and boom. I mean, it's all just tailor-made for the POTA website. So fantastic. So hope y'all are taking great advantage of that. Absolutely, Traveling Ham. Absolutely. Great to see you. Back to the POTA page. Okay, spotting back to the POTA page. Yes. So, okay, you can spot yourself straight to the POTA page easily. I just left a comment in there so we can discuss with the team so we can discuss spotting the other fella to the back to the POTA page. So great question. Great questions, all. Great questions. Yeah, that's what we're built on is user feedback. I mean, I was a user before I was a member of the team, and so many of the things that I reported got added in, and that's what just hooked me for good. So that's why I am even here today, is because I was a user. They hooked me, and then eventually they gave me a spot on the team. But we do our best to listen to pretty much every piece of user feedback we can to that's meant to improve our product. We really enjoy talking with y'all, getting your feedback, listening to you, making sure that it's what you need it to be, and keep giving it to us. You may see, we have our release schedule has been absolutely insane. We're releasing stuff like every week or two, which is above and beyond really kind of what we kind of go above and beyond even my expectations. Our team is just absolutely incredible. But we will, over the next, I think, 3 to 4 weeks, we're going to be slightly less intense on our release schedule. We'll still be, if you guys have a bug, report it. We'll still be working on making sure we keep all those up to date, fixed, good to go for y'all. But we are going to be slowing down slightly on new feature releases for the next 3 to 4 weeks, simply because we're doing some back-end updates. Guys, this is going to be incredible. We're going to launch. We're really improving our the back end of our product, and it's going to be a lot faster. We're going to be able to build a lot more data intense features, like a lot of better analytics, faster analytics, faster leaderboards, we're really fleshing this thing out in some incredible ways. A desktop app's going to launch after that very quickly. There's going to be better connections with the mobile app very soon. We're really just trying to get the back end just up to tip-top shape, because after that we have a slate of features that is just absolutely killer, and we wanted to make sure we had this prepped, ready to go, so that when we get to those features that we won't have any slowdowns that way. So yeah, desktop app, yes, absolutely, desktop app is coming probably, I would say, within the next, I'm not going to give an exact timeline because I don't want to be tied to it, but I would say that we'll probably have that launched very shortly after the database upgrade. Like I said, that's going to take place over the next 3 to 4 weeks, 3, 4, 5 weeks. So yes, Mac, PC, and Linux is the intention, BugBQ. Absolutely. Thanks, Dave. Everybody hit the like button. Yes, please. Kenneth says he loves the leaderboard. Great to see you, Kenneth. Yes, like I said, that's going to be faster. So, yeah, absolutely. New into HF and POTA. You all are shortening the learning curve. N0APX. Great to see you. Yeah, absolutely. We're doing our best to make a very user-friendly product. So great to see y'all. Okay, what else do I have here? I'm trying to see here. Trying to call CQ on WSJTX, and wasn't getting a response from one user, and somebody else is calling me, so I'll jump over to them. Okay, Rob, distance issue has been fixed. All right, sounds good. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I reached out to a team member. They may have taken a look at something, either that, or it could have been like a caching issue with your with N3FJP or something weird like that. I don't know, but yeah, guys, in case you didn't know, you can stream your contacts straight from N3FJP to your World Radio League logbook through our Cat Control and Integrations app. So just download that app. That we intend to fully integrate the Cat Control Integrations app into the desktop app after the desktop app launch. So after that launch, we'll probably, it may be the second launch, the second version launch. We're going to launch V1, which has your desktop app logging system, everything, and then it'll either be like V2 or V1.2 or whatever version number they put on it. We'll have the Cat Control and Integrations included. So let's see here. Desktop app would be great. It's coming. Stay tuned, Charlie. Looking forward to the desktop app. Guys, let me screenshot this comment section here, because this is really going to put a fire under my devs. There we go. Okay, this is awesome. Okay, so Charlie says looking forward to the desktop app. Todd says desktop, Raspberry Pi. It will be available on Linux. So I'm assuming, I don't have a ton of experience with Raspberry Pi, but I'm assuming that if it works on Linux, you'll be able to install it on your Raspberry Pi. So yeah, and we would love it if you want to just try that for us. Let us know after it launches. Let me send this to the team real quick. All right. Any plan for more awards, especially European, from Echo India 8 JFB? Great question, Steve. What kind of awards are you thinking? I like this idea. I want to know more. Tell me more. What kind of awards are you thinking? Because that's definitely something that we would like to kind of head that direction. So let me know what you're thinking there. While you're responding to that, I have a question from Pepe from the Discord. Pepe asks, there's two questions here. One's from Pepe. One's from Rick. Pepe's question is from the Discord is, are there any plans in the near future for an app that takes advantage of the screen size of an Android tablet or iPad? We're constantly updating our mobile app. And you know what? I'm going to ping my developer here. Let's see here. Well, yeah, let's see here. Let me just ping him really quickly here, and just let him know that we're thinking about it, and seeing if we will, if he has any plans, any designs already prepped for that, or if it'll take a little bit. But absolutely, that's a great question, Pepe. So, taking advantage of the larger screen size of an Android tablet or an iPad is definitely a good idea. I like that. Currently, it's it's so as far as that goes. Of course, it gives you in the bigger iPad tablet, it gives you the split screen side by side view, which is a lot nicer than just on a phone. So, but it is optimized for a phone. But if you get the bigger screen, it has the dual pane side by side view. So, let me ping him really quickly. All right. So send him that message right quick. All right. Rick in the Discord asks LOTW update possible soon. So phase 1 of QRZ and Logbook of the World integration was QRZ bidirectionally, Logbook of the World imports to World Radio League. So that's launched. Next phase is Logbook of the World exports from World Radio League. That's coming. So stay tuned for that. All right. And Pepe, just so you know, Surafel just responded to me, one of our developers, and said that after the database updates, he's definitely thinking about optimizing the mobile app tablet view. So there's definitely some plans in the making for that. So stay tuned. Keep watching our mobile app if you've got it on a tablet or a larger screen device. Keep watching because we'll likely have something available, within the next few months. So watch for that. Is there any way to set up cat control between WRL and SDR control for ICOM? This is what we were talking about earlier with Dave KE6GAE. He sent me a message in Discord earlier. Said that he figured out how to set up. Oh, thank you, KD for RVB for confirming the contact. He figured out on his end. He was working on using Win4Yasu on his computer, and setting up the virtual port there on that end, and he just got that set up. He's going to reach out this evening and let me know exactly how he set that up. And if that works for everything, then we might be able to record a video guide on how to set that up and post that to our YouTube channel. But yeah, absolutely. Let's take a rain check on that. If you don't mind, Ham DeLorean, post that in the live stream questions chat in Discord. If you're not a member of our Discord yet, let me get you a link to join said Discord. Let me get a never expires link here. All of y'all join our Discord. We want to have y'all in here. This is a never expires Discord link, so share that around. But yes, please post that question in the live stream questions channel of the Discord, and that way we can come back to it and answer that for you later. An award by state for the top POTA activator of each month. Great idea. Let me, we look at these kind of ideas. Let me ping that over to the team. Guys, James is on 7.195. If y'all want to go try to work him now on 40 meters. Well, let's see here. 7.195. 7.195. Am I working anybody on FT8 right now? Nope. Okay. 7.195. Let's see if I can hear him. Oh, it would help if I went to lower sideband. There we go. All right. Thank you, Ham DeLorean. Okay. FT8 DMC European ROS Awards. Okay. X number of contact per country. Worked all European DXCC. Good ideas, guys. Good ideas. Send these over to the team. Okay. There we go. George, KC2 HMD. Great to see you, George. Welcome, welcome. Use an iPad for park activation, so I'm looking forward to those optimizations. Absolutely, BugBQ. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Glad you're taking advantage of that app, and yeah, we'll looking forward to. Ernest. I have to shout out Ernest. Ernest has been one of our big power users from early on, and great to see Ernest in the chat here. Ernest, welcome in. Great to see you, my friend. Hope you've been doing well. But yes, Ernest is a World Radio League power user. There's a lot of POTA, and great to see him. Absolutely, Pepe. Yeah, we've got some great. We've got a great dev team. So definitely. I'll let him know you said that. Guys, any more questions? We're believe it or not, I think I just answered the last question we had here so far, and we're 2 minutes away. There we go. Now we're 2 minutes away from a 1 hour live stream. You got a question for me to fill my last minute. Anybody? My last 2 minutes. Anybody at all? Any questions? Welcome to Ham DeLorean, N0APX, Chris Butcher, and Brian VE3XBW in the Discord. Surafel is actually listening on YouTube. So Surafel, welcome to the live stream. Drop a comment in the comments, Surafel. Come on, introduce yourself. Give yourself a shout out. Surafel is the brains behind the mobile app. Him and the rest of the dev team has just absolutely been crushing it lately. Welcome to Crazy Cypher and K4KPG in the Discord as well. There's Surafel. Hey, Surafel. Great to see you, my friend. You want to hop on for a couple minutes and say hi? If you do, let me know on Slack. If not, I get it, man. You're good. But I know it's just about. I think it's getting pretty late for you. But if you want to hop on and say hi, come right on. Otherwise, I get it. Catalina saying hi to Surafel. All right. Status of the Linux desktop version. I think you're speaking about the Cat Control app. Cat Control app. Where Surafel? Where are we on the Linux version of the Cat Control app? Since you're so handy, I'll just ask you. If you can, let me know what you think there, where we're at. I know we're going to launch it with the desktop app, the full-on desktop app, Cat Control app, everything included. We'll have the Linux version available, but with the Cat Control app. Okay, Surafel says it is coming very soon. There we go. All right, thank you, Surafel. BugBQ says just worked James on 40 meters. Love that Easter egg. Once again, a Surafel special. Great work, Surafel. Oh man, yeah. There we go. All right. Anybody have any further questions? Catalina Surafel. I think Ryan is even watching from the team. If you have any hard questions for me, throw them at me. Anybody else watching, throw those questions right at me to wrap up our last few minutes here. We're over an hour, but I'm good to go for a little bit longer. If y'all have any further questions, anything else you want to see demoed quickly here, or if there's any questions at all, let me know. Yeah, absolutely. Ed KB4 SYV says he just worked James. Great Ed. It's fantastic. Yeah. All right. All right, guys. Any more questions? Come on, throw them at me. If you haven't joined our Discord, scroll up in your comments just a little ways. There's a join link for the Discord. In fact, I might still have it in my clipboard. Let me see. Nope, I don't. Oh, you know what? I have this fantastic little app called, what is it called? Whatever it is, it gives me clipboard history on Mac. So there is your Discord link. Go join our Discord if you haven't joined it yet. Great to have everybody jumping in over there as well. So how do I load JS8 call on Linux? JS8 call. You know what? I haven't really used JS8 call. JS8 call. Let's see here. I'm just looking it up to see if there's anything just obvious right off the bat. But I haven't really personally used JS8 call, so I don't really have the expertise there to know exactly how to load it onto Linux. There are several Linux builds on the JS8 call website. So check that out. Let's see here. Let me see if okay. Let me ping Brad. I see somebody asking here. Another JS8 call user. Wish I could integrate with cat control like I do FT8. Let me find out if we have that functionality. That's actually a good call there. Actually, I'm going to take this one offline. Surafel, if you're still watching, me and you need to sync up on getting a JS8 call working with the cat control app. There we go. Okay, all right. I pinged Surafel in case he's not listening still, but yeah, we'll take a look at that BugBQ and G5MT and see if we can get that. See if we can get that set up. Not promising anything in the short term, but I would say over the long term, we probably have a pretty good chance of getting some form of connection working. Guys, anything else? Last call here. Anything else last minute you want to throw at me? David, welcome to the live or to the Discord. Great to see you, guys. Any last comments, questions, anything else here before we call it a stream? Absolutely, G5MT. Guys, fantastic stream. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to Catalina and Surafel for being on standby and watching. And whoever else of y'all on the team that were standby and watching. But great to see everybody. Thank you so much. Port forwarding, handy to send to other apps like Grid Tracker. Reach out to Brad in the community. Steve, he has instructions on setting up Grid Tracker with your Cat Control app. Go reach out to Brad K4AZE in the community, World Radio League community, which is community.worldradioleague.com. Go ask him for those instructions. He's got those for sure. Pepe says he needs to get to bed. Good night, Pepe. Have a great night. Thank you for hopping in. 7-3, Mike. 7-3, Pepe. Thank you, Catalina. 7-3, Jose. 7-3, Catalina. Catalina can say that now that she's got her license. 7-3, Catalina. 7-3, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. Steve, everybody. Have a great rest of your day, your night, whatever it is where you are in the world. 73 to all from November 0, Alpha Papa X-Ray. And I am clear.